In 1995, a number of area leaders had the great privilege of establishing what is now the Community Foundation of South Central Kentucky. The inspiration that led those of us as founders was the need for a platform in which people of the community could leave legacies. As we saw it, the creation of permanent endowment funds would continue to give forever. Today, the Community Foundation of South Central Kentucky's mission remains the same: to encourage philanthropic giving for positive impact upon our communities, both now and for generations to come. In order to build, promote, and better encourage this mission, the Foundation has created an annual award to be presented to one distinguished member of our community whose life matches these same goals of service, impact, and overall commitment to the area. This represents the essence of the South Central Kentuckian of the Year.
Well, I'm always anxious to hear who is going to be announced as the winner, and it's always great when it's a personal friend, such as the Spillers are this year.
All one can give to a nonprofit is your talent, your time, or your treasure. And they are a couple who have given in all three ways.
When they come down here to check if there's anything we need, they're also speaking to our clients and talking to our clients and letting the clients know that somebody cares about them, and that's something money can't buy.
They really deserve everything that comes their way. Yeah, I just love them to death. I love them to death.
They don't take credit often for all the things that they do, and they're involved in everything. I'm constantly surprised where I see their names pop up.
I'm just so thankful that others see what we see here at the Boys and Girls Club, that they are very giving people and they're very passionate about everybody in our community, and I'm so glad that they're honored with this great award.
God has given us everything we have ever wanted, and when you're given all of these things, you're supposed to say thank you. You're not supposed to be heaping rewards. That's the way I feel about it.
When I look around and find the poor and needy, I know I have to give them money.
They're very passionate people. He's on the board here and she serves on other boards, and he's part of other civic organizations. They have their hands in a lot of different things. Anything that can change the lives of the poor and needy in South Central Kentucky, that's what their mission is in life, and that's the way they are. If there's any needs that I put out there at a board meeting, Colonel Spiller will mark it off, or Cora Jane will give me a call and see what she can do or how she can help with that. So from here at the Boys and Girls Club, we couldn't do what we do without the Spillers and without people that care so much.
The Spillers are a great example of being selfless in a day where it can really be easy to be selfish and hang on to every dollar like you're going to be able to take it with you. The Spillers don't. They see themselves, because they've been blessed and have been given all this, they see it as an obligation and duty to give back to their community.
The most thing I do for the American Legion is give them money.
Do you remember the first job you had?
With the American Legion? No.
Driving the bus.
Oh yeah, driving the bus. I used to drive the bus every week down to Nashville. I took him down to the Veterans Hospital, driving. Every week I did that for how long?
Forever.
Long time.
And then you were also the service officer about that time. And that was about 4 hours every week that he was at the American Legion, and people came in to get their problems solved.
If you can't like them, you can't like anyone. No, Cora Jane and the Colonel, they are really, they've kind of been, Colonel kind of took me under his wing when I first came in, and he's been a member here for, God Almighty, I don't know, close to probably 40 years. He's really been a big part of my life. They've got big hearts. They're good people. They are good people.
Mrs. Spiller serves on the Houchin Center board. She's always in a good mood and has a good outlook on life, and that means a lot, and it causes you to enjoy working with her on projects. They're always willing to pitch in and help when you are in need, and they don't seem to mind it, what type of job it is, whether it's might be a dirty job at that particular time, but they have a willing hand there and a good heart about helping others.
I visited Cora Jane a few months ago when she was doing some therapy for an accident that she had had, and I walked in expecting to find her asleep or in not very good shape, and I walk into the room and she's holding court with 5 or 6 other people there, and there's directors of all sorts of local organizations, and she's doing strategic planning with them and talking about contributions and who to contact about this and that. So even in that state of therapy, when she should have been resting, she was working. And that's just Cora Jane. Not everybody has the ability to be as generous as they do. They really center on what's right here in South Central Kentucky. I'm just very, very thankful for them and their involvement here.
The first time I met Cora Jane Spiller, my first impression is I want to be like her when I grow up. She is so lively and energetic and caring. She calls on a weekly basis. She checks on the staff to make sure that the staff is okay. She also checks to see if there's any need that she can help with here. She's been on our board, I think probably now for about 30 years. And she serves today with the same intensity that she served when she first joined the board. And Colonel Spiller, I call him our #1 bell ringer. What they do touches their lives as much as it does the clients. It just gives an example of the love that can be shared, sometimes without even speaking a word. Just when people see what they do, they can, be inspired from it.
Every day there are people that are willing to do things, and I think part of the problem with volunteering is that you don't know how simple the job is that's going to mean so much to 1 or 2 or 3 people. I hope that everybody that has a spare hour in their life will give it to some worthy cause. And then I think once they get into it and they meet the wonderful people that are on the other side of the counter or working on the same side of the counter, they're just going to be delighted to stay in it forever.